Okay, hi everyone, welcome back, and in this update we are going to check out Chainlink's chart. And I think in the previous video we were right around here, and the idea was maybe the low is already in and this is like 1 2, and then we're gonna get a big move up into wave 3 4 5. And I said if you want to be confident about this scenario playing out and the low of our correction being in right in here about, let's say, $16, you want to see a rather strong move up in form of an impulse starting from this area. And unfortunately that didn't play out, and at the same time we did talk about this scenario indicating this is probably starting from here a WXY in form of a flat and a zigzag. Now since we got this move down and then we took this low, I think I should double down on this scenario. And yes, we can say maybe even to about this low we have completed our ABC zigzag. And by the way, I forgot to tell you this, in an ABC zigzag sub waves are going to be like this: 1 2 3 4 5 wave down into a correction for wave B, maybe ABC, maybe WXY, maybe even a triangle, and then yet another 5 wave down into wave C. Now let's go on the live chart, see what is going on in this phase, and let's just delete this one first. Okay, so I can tell you with a good bit of confidence that probably we are having 5 down to about here or here into a wave 1, followed by that correction for wave 2, another 5 into wave 3, correction for 4, and yet another 5 wave on the downside into wave 5. This is probably an A, B, C zigzag up, something like this. And what is happening starting from here? Well, here is one scenario that at the moment I'm thinking about. This might be a wave 1, then probably an ABC flat, or maybe a WXY into wave 2, and then 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 wave down into wave 3, correction for 4, another move down into wave 5, which on a higher degree is into this wave 3, clear cut ABC zigzag into wave 4, and this might be our final move down into wave 5. And on a higher degree, these are probably and hopefully the subwaves for a great looking A, B, C zigzag. Now, in the interest of being objective, can we have another scenario indicating this isn't actually the low of our correction, and from here we may go down a little bit more? Yes, the overall possibility is going to be the same, and I think we can still argue this is an ABC zigzag, but the subwaves in this scenario are a bit different. See, we can say maybe this is the end of wave 4 and 5, and this is a correction up starting from this point to about here, still by the way an ABC zigzag. And now from here we may have 1 2 5 down to about the lowest low into wave 3, and the current move up might be a correction for 4, and we may see like very short term yet another very small move down into wave 5, and hopefully that will be it, the end of this whole correction in form of a flat and a zigzag. Question: which scenario is going to happen? Well, we cannot really say anything for sure because there is no certainty in any market, but I think if you are looking for some answers, you need to pay full attention to specifically what is happening starting from the lowest low to about the current price action. Why is that? If you want to argue we're gonna have our final low around this region, let's say this is like a very important support, then you need to be able to find off of the lowest low in here a 5 wave on the upside. And in terms of the sub waves, you know the deal: 5 wave up into wave 1 3 and 5. Let's just draw it real quick, excuse me, and maybe it's best to change the colors. Okay, another 5 into wave 3, and this is our final 5 into wave 5. And for wave 2 and 4 we can have different counts. Let's say yes, ABC into 4 and the WXY into wave 2. Now let's go on the live chart and see what is happening in here and what we want to see in the short term in order to talk bullish with a bit more confidence. And right away I think I'm able to find a 1 A B C flat structure into wave 2, another 5 up into wave 3, correction for 4, another 5 wave into 5. Now this point is the lowest low, and I think from here to about this point we are also able to find an impulse, and then this is a correction. So on a higher degree, if the final low in Chainlink is already in, you have to consider this scenario suggesting this is 1 2 5 up into wave 3, and this is the main point. The current move down in Chainlink, we needed to be a correction structure into this potential wave 4, and soon I want to see yet another move up into wave 5, and at that point I can say it with a bit more confidence, you know what, maybe the low of our correction overall in Chainlink is in, because in here we are absolutely able to find an impulse up, and then we're gonna have a correction down, and right in here can be a decent long opportunity for us, in hope that we get a beautiful move on the upside, and the risk to reward ratios in here are actually going to be quite beautiful. So let's have a quick conclusion. In Chainlink, you can argue the low is already in, but I think we need to be a bit patient. What we want to see in here is another move up, and followed by that a very slow and choppy move down. If we see something like this happening, fair enough, this is a bullish setup and a fantastic long opportunity. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in Chainlink. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.